The correct title for Project 2025 is called Mandate for Leadership, The Conservative Promise. It was originally published in 1981 around the time of the Reagan administration. And I think I found out why the conservative movement, the Heritage Foundation, MAGA, and everything Republican want to put Ronald Reagan on the Mount Rushmore of presidents. In the new Project 2025 mandate, Reagan was listed 70 times. I felt like I was at a GOP presidential primary.
Reagan, Reagan, Reagan's, Reagan, 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 Reagan's, Reagan, 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 Reagan's, Reagan's, Reagan.
And I guess they felt like they found a kindred spirit, because in the 2025 mandate, they say this: the conservative movement had found in Ronald Reagan a president who shared that vision and who had the will to go against the established political grain in Washington. He also had the ability to speak directly to the American people and convincingly show them how those ideas could work for the benefit of all. They felt like he was a Republican that they can really get behind. But that's not all. Here's the main reason why the conservatives and the Republicans and the Heritage Foundation and all those conservative groups, this is why they really love Ronald Reagan. Mandate's proven ideas and President Reagan's skill at communicating their benefits led to his administration implementing almost half of the recommendations by the end of his first year in office. Half within a year. And the man was there for 8 years. And I also got to mention that this is the first time I've ever heard white people say to another white person that he speaks so well, by him being known as the great communicator. Is it just me? And they're quick to label Reagan one of the Mount Rushmore of presidents. But let's just look at the numbers based on the unemployment rate from before he got in office until he left. Now, you know how everybody is always crapping on Jimmy Carter and his job approval rates and how everybody was struggling in the late 70s before Reagan took office? President Carter was in the office from 1977 until 1981, and it went from 6.4% up to 8.5% when he left office. When Reagan took office, it got to 10.8%, and by the time he left office in 1989, it got to 5.4%. He took it from, let's say, 8.5 down to 5.4. It took him an entire 8 years to get the unemployment rate down to 5.9%. And his policies were still bad because when George H.W. Bush took over after he left office, so let's go to 1989. 1989, it was 5.3. It went up to 6.3, 7.3, 7.4. By the time Clinton took office, it was 7.4 to 6.5. Bill Clinton got it down. Look at it. From 92, it was 7.4, 93, 6.5, 94, 5.5. It kept going down until the year 2000 when it got to 3.9%. Bill Clinton beat Reagan and H.W. Bush in an unemployment rate alone. So if any MAGA, if any conservative, if any Republican say anything about Reagan and about making America great again and about taking us back to Reagan years, is that what they're talking about? What do you think?